This Memorial Day, we're honoring those who served and highlighting the programs helping veterans today, from benefits and health care to Veterans Treatment Court and memorial events. And we're talking about the support making a difference across Florida. And to explore these various benefits, we are joined by DJ Reyes, retired colonel in the U.S. Army and Deputy Executive Director with FDVA. Great to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And I want to talk about just overall FDVA and your overall mission, because I just ran through a lot of different aspects, a lot of different touch points. What is your overall mission?
Yeah, so we're very fortunate in the Sunshine State because the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs is literally the one-stop shop for our 1.4 million veterans and their families living here. And before I forget, Florida enjoys the second most populated veteran state in the nation. So now you understand why we have to have services and programs to help many of our veterans and many of our active duty members who end up deciding staying in Florida and become veteran status. So we want to make sure we take care of them. You
know, you sent me that in my notes, and I was very proud and interested in seeing that. I didn't realize the second largest veteran population right here in our state. And with that in mind, I want to bridge to our next topic in terms of Veterans Treatment Courts. When I looked into this, and I'm just learning about this for the first time, you were doing a great job explaining it to me, but explain to our viewers what this is, how it works.
Sure. So in essence, the Veterans Treatment Court is part of the problem-solving court system. This Veterans Treatment Court can be found in all 50 U.S. states. And basically the premise is it focuses specifically on veterans who are criminal justice involved. They get in trouble with the law. Depending on the nature and level of the offense, they are eligible to come into this court. But the focus of this court is about identifying service-connected injuries, disabilities, or conditions which may have possibly impacted on their behavior. The second thing is we, by federal law, are tied to the Veterans Administration, the VA. So veterans that are in this court more than likely are eligible for and receive VA services, medical services, treatment, counselings, medication, et cetera, because the end state and really the mission is to get our veterans well again and rehabilitate them and reintegrate them back into the local community.
Of course. And you can imagine with PTSD that has suffered, physical injuries, that affects your daily life. And it's so good that they have advocacy in this way. And I know you are a passionate advocate. What's your personal story and why has this become so important to you?
Well, I served in the U.S. Army for over 33 years and retired here from MacDill from U.S. SOCOM. And long story short, like many many military folks that were transitioning, I had to find my way as well. I had to find purpose. And through a lot of things that happened, and I saw an ABC special at night on the Veterans Treatment Court in Texas, and it piqued my interest, and I contacted my good friend at the time, an attorney by the name of Louis Vieira, and I said, you know everybody in town, connect me with these folks. He did with the first judge, Judge Richard Weiss, and that was in August of 2013. And we established the program in October of 2013, and we've been going strong.
That's fantastic. And DJ, I also want to say, with all of your efforts, you're seeing expansion within this program because of the success you've had.
Absolutely. So as a result of our success, especially in Tampa, we've been able to establish a pilot program at the U.S. Middle District Court of Florida. We started it, I believe, back in April of 2023. We've seen about 5 or 6 veterans with federal charges. I'm still mentoring a couple of them that have already been sentenced on probation, but they're doing extremely well. And as a result of that, we are now embarking on formally codifying the program. So it will be a formal federal court program.
That's good to hear. You know, I said it earlier, thank you for your service, and thank you. I'm thankful that you found your calling and your passion after, and now all the good work that you're doing. We so appreciate it. And we are sharing information, of course, with our viewers so they know what web address to visit. I appreciate it.
Thank you.